Saul, the Parush or Pharisee, who held the robes of the men who stoned Stephen, was charged with delivering arrest warrants for the followers of the way, that, when kicked out of Jerusalem, had settled in Damascus. On January 25th, AD 37, when he was around 7 miles outside of the city on a hill overlooking the city, he was knocked off his horse by a brilliant light. In this vision, he saw the glorified form of Christ himself, who blinded him and convicted him. Over the course of the next 30 years, he became the main missionary to the Greeks and Romans, a liaison between the emissaries. During his ministry and evangelism, he was beaten 3 times, stoned once, shipwrecked 3 times, was in danger of drowning, robbery and the wilderness, attacks from his fellow Jews, fake brothers, and from Gentiles, suffered weariness, sleepiness, hunger, cold, nakedness, and thirst, fasted often, and dealt with the spiritual strain of having deep concern for the church. In AD 63 or 64, he had journeyed to Rome to stand trial before Nero that he appealed for earlier. After he was released, he sailed to Hispania and established churches there. While returning to Rome, most likely on his way home to the Holy Land, he was arrested and tried again before Nero. On June 29th, AD 67, on orders of Nero, Paul is beheaded. According to tradition, his head could not be picked up, as was common in that day, due to it glowing with the divine light, echoing the face of Moses when he wore a veil. O Lord, who didst will that thy word should take flesh, a message of an angel, grant to us, thy supplicants. Eternal Shepherd, look graciously upon thy flock, with the aid of those whom thou didst appoint pastors of the universal church. Keep it under thy continual protection. Grant, we beseech thee, Almighty Lord, that the appointment and the leadership of thy ministers may increase our devotion and promote our salvation. In other words, we humbly ask that you allow the ministers that you have called to help us grow our devotion to you and help us to promote salvation for others by leading them to your Son. Amen.